Muy buenos dias. Good morning. I hope you are doing well and focused on what you can control. My name is Patricia Mota, and I'm currently serving as President and CEO of HACE, the Hispanic Alliance for Career Enhancement, a national nonprofit organization whose mission since 1982 is to positively impact workplaces by cultivating the pipeline of Latino talent, providing Latinx the insight, access, and development to be successful in their careers. Thank you for joining us today. Make sure to share, like, comment, tag your friends to engage in this conversation, this networking opportunity. Happy Women's History Month. And also, I have to share, if you don't know already, ASA's National Leadership Summit and 40th anniversary is taking place on April 21st and 22nd. This is an amazing opportunity to network, to gain professional development, to connect with others, and most importantly, to have a good time in person. And if you're not able to join us in person, we'll also have virtual opportunities. April 21st and 22nd. This year, we are celebrating Hace Más. That means to do more for your career, to do more for Latinx talent, to do more to lead, which brings me to our special topic today, which we'll get to talk to Roxanne Padilla. Buenos días.
Muy buenos días.
Roxanne is the brand manager at Anheuser-Busch, and she'll get to share a little bit more about what that is. But before we get started, Roxanne, you know the drill. How do you prefer your cafecito, or what's your morning beverage of choice?
Oof, when I'm having a treat, I always go for the café de olla, but obviously I can't have that much piloncillo every morning. So when I can't have that, I always add cinnamon and oat milk to black coffee.
Wonderful, wonderful. Café de olla is a very popular choice, I know, among our community. And we're so thrilled to have you, Roxanne. And those of you tuning in, she's going to get to share with us a special initiative that we got going on for those that are looking for their dream career, the opportunity to build their dream career. So if you know of those, or you're that person, make sure to tag them and get them here in the room to network, to engage, to ask questions. We'll have time to ask questions. Roxanne, let us know who you are, your career background, your cultural background. How did you get to where you are today?
Great. I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much for the opportunity. So yes, my name is Roxanne Padilla. Yes, Roxanne, named after the song by the Police. My dad was a very big fan when he immigrated from Mexico to the US and wanted to give his daughter the name Roxanne without really knowing what the song was about. So I think that's a perfect story about just the immigrant story, learning new languages and cultures, and I'm proud to have that name. Like I mentioned, my parents are immigrants, both of them. They come from Mexico, but I was born and raised here in the LA County area in Pico Rivera, if anyone is from LA County. And from Pico, we moved a bit. Now my family's in Texas. I also really proudly represent Houston, Texas. Since then, I went off to college and went to Barnard College of Columbia in New York City. Stayed in New York with Anheuser-Busch. I joined their sales trainee program, which was a rotational program that exposed me to all sides of Anheuser-Busch, but specifically focused on sales and all of the cross-functional teams that the sales teams would have to, coordinate with and work with. After the program, I was placed as a district sales manager. So I was selling beer in New York City. It's a pretty fun job, but a lot of responsibility. I had a team of 6 sales reps, most of whom had twice the experience of my age within the industry. So I was in a very unique position to not only lead the team, but be very self-aware of my humility, of what I could bring to the table without overshadowing and really respecting, the history that they had with the company and all of their knowledge that they carried with them. After district sales, I transitioned to marketing. So I made a pretty big jump from field sales to a brand team. I'm now, like you mentioned, the brand manager for Estrella Jalisco. I manage all trade, innovation, and experiential for the brand. And I'm here now. So excited to talk about Estrella, about our partnership with HACE, and of course, anything else about my career growth.
Gracias. Thank you for that background. Good morning, Saha. Good morning to all of our guests joining us today. You heard it. Our guest here made the transition from California to the state of Texas to New York. All big markets for HACE and the HACE Familia and network that's joining us and that engages with us throughout the year. And such a unique position to be in as a district manager, because it's not an easy position to be in. I know there's a lot of pressure in that type of role. And as you mentioned, perhaps being more of the younger end professional and having to manage that takes a special skill set. And so I'm so glad that you shared that with the audience. Our audience is diverse in terms of years of experience, in terms of industries that they're in. And also, this is a special year when we talk about Hace Más for your career as part of our theme for this year, is encouraging people to really reach and achieve their highest potential, whatever that means for them. And for a lot of us, it's living in our purpose, and it's finding our dream careers, our dream jobs, which is why I'm super excited about this initiative that we're doing with Estrella Jalisco, which is urging the Latinx community to pursue their dream careers with, should I spill the beans or you will? With what?
With $100,000 grant to live your passion, just like you said. Exactly.
Yeah, this is huge. So tell us more about it.
Well, okay. As a brand, we've been going through some changes, and this year we really wanted to narrow down on the brand purpose and what we can do for the community. And so we really just want to support people to live their most authentic life, to be bold, to be daring, and to be true to their passions. And so this is where the Vive Tu Estrella grant comes from. We're going to choose one lucky winner to be empowered, again, with obviously $100,000 is great, but with the resources and the tools as well with ACE to reach their true potential, whether that is switching industries or launching that company that you really wanted to, whatever it may be. No dream is too big or too small. We just want to be able to empower people to live an authentic life.
Thank you, Roxanne. I know it resonates with many of you tuning in. And so make sure you're and your colleagues and your peers. So make sure you're tagging, you're commenting. Have your questions ready, please. We want to make sure that we allow a few minutes to answer any questions that you have about this particular grant opportunity. And as Roxanne mentioned, with this partnership, not only they're providing the funding opportunity, the $100,000, and with partnership with ACE, we'll be providing the coaching, the professional development, and the tools to be able to support this lucky winner, this individual that is really wanting to take the jump in this year to pursue their dream career. Like, how amazing is that? I wish we could give more than one, right?
Me too.
Yeah. Me too. Like, maybe, and I'll throw it out there to the universe, at some point we could do more than one.
Yes.
Year, we want to be able to offer this lucky individual. And so can you tell us more about the application process, or anything they can share in terms of folks that are interested in terms of, what do I do, right?
Yeah, it's actually a very simple process. You should find us on Instagram, and I believe it's still the third post from our feed. It talks about the rules, but essentially you have to be following Estrella. You have to describe in a sentence what your dream is and what you would use $100,000 for, and that's pretty much it. So that's the first phase. Obviously, we're getting a lot of interest, which is amazing, and the team is going to start narrowing down, but all of the details are on our Instagram page, and you can download the full rules from there as well.
So please share your questions that you have. We want to hear from you. And is there, when folks going through the application process, we're looking at it's very broad, right? It's an easy application process, but it's also perhaps folks that are looking to launch their own business could be one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. No, we're getting stories of people that want to finally open that family restaurant and go from a street vendor, which is very relevant here in LA, from a street vendor to a brick and mortar. We're hearing about people wanting to buy a fleet truck and be able to have their own, trucking company or moving company. And so we're broad, we're keeping it open because we're all about staying true to who you are. And so we want to make sure that as long as you're passionate about it, you're very committed, and you want to take this bold step, we want to empower you.
That's amazing, amazing. Please share any questions that you have. If you want to share what your bold dream is this year, put it in the comment box. You have that friend, tag them. We want to be able to engage with you and share this amazing opportunity. Do we have a set deadline that we need to share with the audience? All we're hearing is what a great opportunity. I don't think we have any questions. Thank you,
Good. No, I'm glad it's straightforward. Actually, yes, the deadline, I believe I don't know the exact date. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to throw out a number. Yes, I will follow up with the exact date while I search through my emails. But yes, it's a great initiative, and I'm glad that you guys agree.
Wonderful. So our team will also make sure to put the deadline on the comment section. We have Anna who's asking about where can individuals apply? What is the criteria? We'll make sure to drop that link or those links in the chat as well. In terms of the criteria, it's very open-ended. The goal is to be able to hear what your dream and aspiration is. How do you plan to get there? And how would you leverage this opportunity? Meaning, the grant money, the $100,000, meaning the professional development, the coaching that's provided also along with this partnership to help you get to that dream, right? Super exciting. And so make sure that you take advantage of this opportunity to do more for your career.
Yeah, and if not, I hope you guys follow along for the story for whoever that lucky winner is. We really want to, like we said, devote this long term. It's not just about giving you the money, but giving you the tools and resources with us. And Estrella is going to be following closely that progression and sharing those passions that our community has. For everyone to see. So we have lots of campaigns coming up around this program, and we hope that you support through just watching our Instagram and any TV spots that you may see in your market.
And if anyone is hesitating to apply, what would you tell them?
You gotta take bold risks. I love, it's funny that I love Chicharito's, famous saying, imaginémonos cosas chingonas. Like you really have to see, and maybe I paraphrase, but you really have to dream big. Sometimes we're the ones that get in our way. And if you are, that person that gets in your own way, then take a second and evaluate why that is. Be a little bit more daring, be bold, and go after what you want.
And Roxanne, you're a perfect brand manager for this, considering that you've taken some pretty bold steps in your own career and your own trajectory. And so I think it's excellent that you represent the brand and this specific initiative as well. And so we're super excited and super thrilled for this. Again, if you're interested, you're a little bit hesitant, maybe get an accountability partner that will help you see through that application, hold you accountable to get it done. We look forward to receiving your information and engaging with you. And as Roxanne mentioned, not just helping you with this dream, but for the ongoing support of your career and throughout your own career trajectory. Thank you for all of the comments. Those of you, you'll be able to make sure that you can stay connected with Roxanne and receive the information for Estrella Jalisco. Before we close it out, Roxanne, what is one thing that you're most hopeful for this year?
For change, I think it's pretty broad, but I'm very, very hopeful about, obviously, like you said, we're in Women's History Month, and so I'm hopeful for the change that we see across corporate America in terms of leadership boards. I'm hopeful for progress, and with that, you can't have progress without change. And so I think I'm challenging myself this year, especially to embrace change, to welcome the unknown. And so being in a position where sometimes change can be intimidating, it's important to just find that spirit to keep going and to, again, hope for the best. So
I love it. Being adaptable and welcoming change. Thank you, Roxanne, for joining us. Thank you all who are tuning in. Continue to share comments and we look out for your applications to be able to achieve your dream with this partnership with Estrella Jalisco. Thank you all. Hasta la próxima. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.